Welcome back to our Computer Systems unit. In this lesson, we will look at security risks. As always, we have some learning intentions. Today, we will learn what a tracking cookie is and how they work, and we'll learn what a denial of service attack is and how it can impact on an organisation. As always, we have our success criteria. Again, this should be used as a tool and referred to throughout the lesson. This will help you track your progress throughout the lesson. Let's start off with a definition. Tracking cookies are small text files that websites install on your computer system when you're browsing. Cookies are used to identify specific users and improve your web browsing experience. They let websites remember you, your website logins, shopping carts, and much more. Let's see what a tracking cookie really is. A tracking cookie is a text file that is dropped into the web browser while you're viewing a website. This text file collects data from a user such as their activity on the website, browsing history, geographical location, purchase trends, and much more. What makes these tracking cookies unique is their ability to follow a user across multiple sites or services and continue to stack this data up. The information gathered is often used for direct marketing purposes, such as targeted ads, but tracking cookies do carry criticism as some fear the amount of data collected can be intrusive. Are the tracking cookies harmful? Well, since the data in the cookies doesn't change, cookies themselves aren't harmful. They can't infect computers with viruses or other malware. However, some cyber attacks can hijack cookies and enable access to your browsing sessions. The danger lies in their ability to track individuals' browsing histories. As mentioned in the last slide, sometimes our cookies can get hijacked. Browser hijacking occurs when internet browsers serve as the window to the internet, and people use them to search for information and either view or interact with it. Unscrupulous individuals and organisations inject their software into browsers for several reasons. To steal information from users, to spy on users, to display persistent advertising, to run a try before you buy hard sell to a customer. There are a number of different reasons for this. There are a number of different types of tracking cookies. Some of these cookies may pack more of a threat than others, depending on where they came from. First-party cookies are directly created by the website you're using. These are generally safer as long as you're browsing reputable websites or ones that have not been compromised. Third-party cookies, however, are more troubling. They are generated by websites that are different from the web pages users are currently surfing, usually because they're linked to ads in that page. With that in mind, if we're visiting a site with 10 ads, this may generate 10 cookies, even if users never clicked on those ads. Third-party cookies let advertisers or analytics companies track an individual's browsing history across the web on any sites that contain their ads. Consequently, the advertiser could determine that a user first searched for running apparel at a specific outdoor store before checking a particular sporting goods site, and then a certain online sportswear boutique. Zombie cookies are from a third party and permanently installed on the user's computers, even when they opt not to install cookies. They also reappear after they've been deleted. When zombie cookies first appeared, they were created from data stored in the Adobe Flash storage bin. This is why they were sometimes referred to as flash cookies, and they are extremely difficult to remove. Like other third-party cookies, zombie cookies can be used by web analytics companies to track individual users and their browsing histories. Websites may also use zombie cookies to ban specific users. Let's move on to our second security risk: denial of service attack. Let's firstly briefly find out what a denial of service attack is. A denial of service attack is a cyber attack in which the perpetrator seeks to make a machine or network resource unavailable to its intended users by temporarily or indefinitely disrupting services of a host connected to a network. Denial of service attacks that most people have heard about are those launched against high-profile websites. These are usually the ones frequently reported in the media. The symptoms of a denial of service attack vary. Two of the main symptoms, though, are slow performance and inability to access. With slow performance, the denial of service attack slows the performance of the servers under attack by flooding it with traffic. This can completely halt any other access to that server. The inability to access attack will mean a user will be unable to access resources held on the server. The effects of these attacks can be considerable to users and businesses. Users will be unable to access their services and resources they require to carry out any actions. Businesses will not be able to carry out their day-to-day transactions and tasks. And extensive damage could be done to the organisation's reputation. This may cause customers to decide to stop using the service and go to a competitor. This can result in huge costs for any organisation. If an organisation is unable to access their system, then contracts may be forfeited or substantial penalties will have to be paid. This means the business can lose money. In order to get the system back up and running, staff will have to work extra hours. This would also mean a substantial outlay and additional cost for wages. There are many different types of fault caused by denial of service attacks. With bandwidth consumption, a flood of requests fills the connection up to its limit so that no other request can get through or be accepted. This only lasts for as long as the attack is maintained. Whereas resource starvation, each request uses a little bit of other resources, like disk space, until the server runs out and is no longer able to function correctly. We also have DNS attacks. These attack the servers that route internet traffic, so can impact on multiple websites. There can be a number of different reasons behind being targeted by a denial of service attack. It can be financial. The attacker may demand a payment from the organisation in order to stop the attack. They can be political. The attacker may wish to take down a website to protest the actions of the organisation. It has been common for these to include climate protests. They can be personal. An individual may have a particular grievance or issue against a company and decide to enact revenge. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notifications button to get up-to-date content.